David from uQuest is up next, and I suppose Magnus will just join whenever he's ready.
Yeah.
So, stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Hi, my name is David Vigemark, and our startup, as you've just heard, is called uQuest. So, what are we? We are a mixture between a freelancing platform and a game. We're a freelancing platform framed within a game, which you can think of as a bit of a combination between Pokemon Go and Uber, in the sense that Pokemon Go consists of people walking around the city, running, playing with each other, in the sense that you are able to order a job to be done or a quest in the same ease that you can on Uber. We're motivating this with the fact that people can actually earn additional profits to their income by playing the game. So right now, freelancing platforms are kind of greedy and a little silly with their strategy. They're standing on one revenue stream, and people are angry at this fact that 25% margins are being taken from them. So we actually intend to eliminate these. The other problem is that people do not currently enjoy their work. In in the US alone, 35% of the workforce consists of freelancers, but 13% of the total US workforce is actually happy with the work that they're doing. So we intend to add digital content from people's favorite games through our platform in order to make it far more interesting and motivating. So people are sick of online ads. You might not need proof, but in 2017, ad blockers were the most popular extensions on Google Chrome and Firefox, with over 20 million users on both, just for AdBlock Plus. We are able to bypass this by coming up with a way of bringing people to physical locations through the game, because it is a geolocation-based game. In doing so, people can not just see coffee on the screen, but they can smell it. They can actually interact with the environment and thereby be advertised to. So right now, $1.5 trillion of market exists worldwide, according to Upwork, whereas according to a McGuire study in 2018, it consisted of 1.2 trillion in the US alone. This is growing. By next year, it will be 9% higher than 2 years ago. So far, Upwork and Fiverr have done a great job of validating the platform for freelancers, and they do not have multiple revenue streams. They're among those competitors that also do not have gamification implemented. So we're the only ones that seem to have multiple revenue streams and gamification added in, and by doing so, we are able to reduce by half the fees that are levied upon other freelancers in other platforms, at the same time as giving them additional game content. And this is where we're trying to have a bit more disruption come from. So at the moment, we want to enter and disrupt the market with lower fees, and then we'll transition our weight into in-person ads through our game and in-game content given to users from, say, Blizzard or Epic Games, whoever would partner with us based on a very lucrative licensing fee that we would give them for semi-exclusivity. So Upwork and Fiverr, 20-25% fees. They're a little old school, but look how scared they are. Yeah. So the way the game works, you select your task, climate-based, pollution-based, for raising awareness, and at that point you aim it by running or walking in a direction. You make a throwing motion, cast, and thereby it lands on your phone, and you can actually see where it gets to hit your opponent. If your opponent wants to heal after that point, they can scan the phone in order to do so. So these are not just assumptions. We've looked at this through surveys, and people are very interested in behaving this way. They're interested in doing a job because it gives them digital content. They're interested in walking to a place actually far further than we would need them to. And this is how we managed to get our ads through. So Adam Murray, he did 5 out of 5 on Dragon's Den. Lilian builds programs to make business plans. Eldin made the Shanghai Pavilion for Libya, and Lamia actually did the PR for Exit Festival of the Year. It was Best Festival in Europe 2016. We also have another set of incredible team members that would take too long for me to go through, spanning from being in Romania all the way to Bosnia and the UK. So we've trademarked our logo and name in the US. We're partnered with people ready to expand our business with employees and do it securely. Rivets actually does the internal encryption for the US government's messaging system. We're launching the alpha this month, and we've been at this for 2 years without pay, and we are just interested in a dream. This is what we're looking for, and we want some very intelligent people to join us in this. Thank you very much.
I don't understand anything, to be honest. Is this a game or a matching service for employers and contractors? Or?
It's both. So in the process of going out and ordering a quest,
yeah,
you are actually exposed to the game where you are able to play either for free, yeah, or you can join ranked and play for the 3% taken from your total fee on your quest. So the way it works is that you are going ahead and either creating or accepting a quest.
And a quest is like
a quest is a job, it's a gig.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do this at a lower fee. To be exact, we do this at 15%.
Okay.
So other competitors are 20, 25, sometimes even higher. Yeah. And we split this 15% between the employer and the employee, so they're only exposed to 7.5 each. You don't even need to do the game, because we accept that there will be people who want to freelance and not play. But we are marketing towards gamers who are students, who are freelancers. So that is our primary demographic.
But right now, the employer doesn't pay anything for the competitive services, or I mean, from your competitors. It's just the contractor who pays everything for the service.
No, they pay through the fee that is levied on the freelancer, because freelancers need to raise their prices because of it.
Could you give me an example, like
sure,
everyday example of what's going on? Or like how does this work?
Sure.
What? Show me an example of when I would love this product.
All right. So I need to have my lawn mowed. So I create a quest to set up where I need the lawn to be mowed and have somebody bid on this. And it goes from experienced lawnmowers to novice lawnmowers. Right now, there's no way to differentiate between the two of them. However, in our app, we have a bidding system that goes over time. So you are able to bid early on or later on, depending on your experience as a lawnmower. And I, as the employer, am able to say, well, this seems reasonable. They have a series of reviews that have been given onto this person, and their levels are high enough in that field. So then I'm able to accept who did the lowest or highest with most experience.
Okay.
So
Are you monitoring the services offered?
So in regard to that question, it is very possible that you have initially some shady services being offered, but we intend to be able to eliminate those users based on their behavior using the trusted execution environment on phone, which is a speciality of Rivets. So we will be able to ban those users as they come in. They will have to get a new phone if they want to use our application.
Okay.
So if I understood right, the gamification part is for students that are freelancers